let's reconvene a moment. I think we should probably talk about what just happened.
I got a couple of questions.
Also,
my kidney's on the ground. So I'm gonna take that off.
Oh, you're gonna want it. I don't even know what Xantus would do with that.
I brush it off.
Put it in milk.
Put it in mayo. Put it in the jar of mayonnaise.
Put it in the mayo jar.
This is an empty jar right now. This is my magic.
Great, it's empty.
No, put it in milk.
Searching the druid's lair, a new toy to test. Angering the mother weasel spirit, she asks to speak on her unrest. Borrowing Triss's voice, she wishes to return to her remains. Ferrying her across the blister, an interesting ally we gain. Traveling back to town, our findings we report. To Nadoya we speak, then to the royal consort. Our starlit chat takes an interesting turn. A mace to the face, with little concern.
Hello and welcome to another episode of PeakD&D.
Hello.
So last time you guys talked to a weasel and then to a person, and suddenly have found yourselves being surrounded by angry thugs while stargazing.
God, what?
So, just to briefly recap, you went stargazing with a Thavian noblewoman in Mir. She met some guy who looked like he was shaking her down, and then presumably she had enough of that and smacked him in the face with a mace. So at this point, we should probably roll some initiative.
Alrighty. Boom.
Woof.
Coming out swinging today.
Not me.
17.
All right, 17. Who's got that beat?
No.
Oh yeah. 23.
All right, 23. I think Triss is first.
11.
All right, followed by Qain, followed by Bad Guys. Layer action can be our guest. And then Mino Morlin bringing up the rear.
I gotta get some spares of those cards.
Yeah, one day. Alrighty, so Triss, you are up first, and this has apparently gone south.
So it has, and we are on the opposite side from town.
Yes, you are on the side of the hill that is not facing town.
But there's a lot of dry grass.
There is a lot of dry grass.
Okay.
There are lots of dudes on the map here, but right now you can only see the big burly dude who's talking to Atoya, unless you roll some perceptionary things.
We're gonna go there.
I like these odds.
And attempt to shoot him with the crossbow.
Very good. Roll to shoot.
Because she smacked him with a mace.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we know this.
Right upside the head.
This is probably not going to end peacefully.
11.
11 will not get him, unfortunately.
Okay.
Right. And will that be all?
That is all.
All right, Qain, you're up next.
All right. I'm going to bonus action rage. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, I might be out of rages today.
About to say, haven't you raged?
Let me double check. I think I'm out of rages.
Yeah, you raged at least once back in the cold storage.
Yep, I might have done it twice. Let me double check. Because it's only been. No, I have one left.
Okay, cool.
So that was
Rage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bonus action rage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. I can't do anything else except get in this guy's face.
All right, you are all up in that dude's face.
Snarling menacingly.
Just snarling menacingly. All right, then it is bad guys, and bad guys are gonna bad. So the dude you can see gives a sharp whistle, and more of the grass starts moving. And then he's going to try and attack Otoya. He's gonna roll, gonna miss her with a 13.
That's what I was afraid of.
And miss her with a 7. So he misses twice. Other guys are pulling out crossbows.
That's probably fine.
And they're going to shoot them at the guy who's running down the hill screaming.
Hey.
All right, so...
Don't try it. I have the high ground.
Qain, what's your AC these days?
16.
16. One guy misses you with a 6. One guy slips and hurts himself. One misses with an 8. One nat 20s you.
Just taking 6
Another, another gets you with a 24. And the last guy misses with a 13. So
I'll be fine.
you've got 2 hits, one of them's a crit.
Temporary hit points.
Temporary hit points, and I'm raging.
So,
True enough.
ugh, disgusting. The crit only deals 7 damage.
Have to 3.
And, yep, non-magical. And the other guy rolls max damage for an 8.
Nice.
Man, just a level in Barbarian. Just to rage and
You get a lot. You get a lot for a level. Multi-classing is pretty dope in this edition, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. It's still
But
like,
there's a review for you. There's one for the box. Multi-classing. Pretty dope.
still like foreign to the way my brain works in this game.
No, yeah.
I can
This,
appreciate it.
Yeah.
that's cool. And then it's Otoya, who's going to keep on swinging that mace. Ooh, bone-crunching critical hit there.
Boosh!
Level 10, 1 and everything.
I like your style.
All right, she bashes that guy's kneecap. He did
absurd
not care for it.
Move. This is the character who's named Absurd, and he was a 10th level or 11th level, and he had a level in everything.
Oh,
And it was
awesome.
terrible. It was the worst, most ridiculous character in the world. The best video. It's by Puffin Forest. If you haven't checked it out, it's hilarious.
Did he?
That's a fun one for the next layer con.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm doing that next later.
There you go.
Absurd. You have to name him Absurd because Puffin Forest made it famous.
I don't know who that is, but cool.
He's great.
Mina Moreland, looks like you are up next.
Oh, and I just saw a bunch of crossbow bolts. I'm
Yep,
assuming.
bunch of crossbow bolts flying out of the grass. Those guys are no longer hidden.
Great. Well,
Night fight.
yeah, I'll shoot one of the crossbow guys over. I'll shoot this one.
That guy. Very good.
Well, attempt to shoot this one.
Do they have cover? Are these like hiding still?
They had to stand up in order to shoot. They were all kind of crouched down in the grass.
25.
Ooh, that'll hit.
Is your Ghost Rider crossbow not flaming right now?
Not currently flaming.
7 points of damage.
7 points. That's actually enough to drop that guy.
Ooh.
Nice.
Don't worry, they're squishy.
This guy?
Yep. Blech.
That wasn't even my best bolt. And then that. Yeah, I think that's me.
All right. That brings it back to Triss at the top.
Yeah. Other than the main dude, are any of the other guys wearing metal?
Let's see. Main dude is. The other guys are not. They're all wearing hide armor.
Lame.
I can't wait till you just like run up.
I know. You and me both, man.
Can't you? Not quite. If you wanted, I suppose. 35 puts you in.
That it does. But how smart is that? Right?
Well, the rest are
I did
squishy,
too.
so.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm gonna shoot that guy with the crossbow.
Very good.
Fair,
17.
17 will hit.
fair counterpoint. Yeah, they're squishy, so let's drop another one of them.
For 11 points of damage.
Drops that guy. Very well done.
Yes. And how taller is that grass and stuff?
Let's see. If they're about 4.5 feet tall.
Great.
Holy
So then I'll
cow.
just go 1, 2, like bonus action to crouch down or what have you.
Sure,
Like
yeah, you
hide
can
in the
do that.
grass, very cat-like, and go to there. That's me.
And I'm pouncing on the grass.
Nicely done. Qain, you are next.
Is this guy bothering you, miss?
With red flamey eyes.
Yes, indeed, he is.
Right. Punch him!
Just
I
picture
do
Qain
apologize. Normally, stargazing has a lot less bloodshed.
Just picture Qain like running down, raging.
This is
and then you
the most interested I've been in this trip the entire
and then
time.
he stops. He's like, "Is this guy bothering you?" He's just been yelling down there.
So I punch him in the face with a 25.
Well, 25 will certainly punch his
Yep,
face.
so that's. And I miss with the other one. I rolled a 1 on my offhand.
Unfortunate, but you.
Do you punch her?
Ow!
Next one through.
I'll kick my own ass. I'll kick everyone's ass.
I'll kick your ass. I'll kick my ass. I'm gonna kick everyone's ass. That's
kicking my
plus the
ass,
8
you
points of
my-
damage
All right.
on the hit.
8 points. He is not down. He's a little bit tougher.
No. You're lucky I missed and punched this lady. All right, that's me.
Which,
Yeah.
ow. And he's
He's a
up.
loose cannon.
So he has got a lady bonking him and some very angry dude. So he's gonna try and stab Qain for a while.
Good.
Ooh, that's a nat 20.
Come again.
And that's another nat 20.
My.
Oh,
You're
man.
not allowed to use those dice anymore.
Oh
That's
no,
going on.
this one here, from now on.
Is that one of the ones we could choose?
Yes.
We should have chose it.
Should have chose the minty ice cream.
Alrighty, so a
Not the
D10
peach
you
ice
say.
cream?
Yeah, very good, very good.
Ooh, that's 4d10 coming at
That's
you.
4d10 coming
Yeah,
right at
you're-
Qain. Oh boy, I normally have to wait till you gain a few levels before I can roll this much.
Half.
Alright, I know, but still.
Probably for the best.
Probably for the best.
Oh my, that's pretty okay.
40 points of damage.
Not quite.
You would have known.
Plus his bonuses.
14.
Once, though. No, well, twice.
But
not just the
plus
bonus
numbers. And over 2 hits, that will be 30 points even.
Halved to 15.
Half to
That's
15.
why I didn't run up there.
That's why.
It turns out that running up there was not a smart idea.
I still don't feel
And you're
great.
fine.
Like, oh. Just get stabbed twice right in the kidneys, one in each one.
Yeah, but normally people fall down when I do that.
He usually
just yell at
vomits
him.
up another person.
Hey, I just stabbed this guy in both kidneys and he ain't down. Can I get some fire support in here?
Too bad. 2 of them are dead.
You're lucky I can't puke another
No,
man.
no, they're probably dead.
Twang. One crossbow dude hits Qain with a 23.
Yep.
One hits him with an 18. One hits him with a 23. And the other guy rolled a 1. So yeah, that's boy, blue and white here really wants you dead, Qain.
And he's still standing.
Yeah, somehow.
Well, I haven't rolled damage yet. Let's see what we got. 4 points from the first hit,
2.
6 points from the second, and 5 from the third. That's all pre-barbarian nonsense.
I got 28 hit points left.
Ow, though!
I'm gonna take out a crossbow bolt and stab him in the eye with it.
I feel like you're like V for Vendetta right now. My turn.
My turn.
Well,
Not quite.
and then Atoya misses, unfortunately, with a 14.
Oh, come on!
Mino Morland, you are up.
I rolled a 1 this last time.
Large angry man.
Scoo!
All right. Skun indeed.
Oh, I would have added.
Indeed.
Never mind. I forgot to add my raging damage to that.
Well, you'll remember it next time.
I
Sure.
will.
23
23 hits,
for another 7 points of damage.
and you kill another one. twang.
One less bolt I have to take.
There you go.
Well, it's a good thing you have ammo because you have squishy henchmen.
I know, right? And that brings us back to Triss.
Yes.
And then I'll pop up
I have a bolt for you.
and shoot that guy.
Very good. Give it a roll.
Oh, there we go. 17 to hit
Totally hits.
for 11 points of damage.
And down he goes. Tactical espionage action.
Nice.
I learned it from you, Landsworth.
Alrighty. Bad guys
We're
looking
just
a little
picking off the
sparse now.
flames.
For the runners.
Qain,
I
back
know.
to you.
Good thing I.
Do you mind?
What? Yeah, I'm gonna move around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The most
I have
intelligent
a
of us.
Hey, shut up. All right, so that's
Intelligence drops when
17 hit this dude.
17 does hit this dude.
All right, which is an offhand attack for more. So that's 2 to punch him in the face.
Oh, 2 does not hit.
2 hits.
Oh, dang.
12 points on the first one,
If I keep interrupting your math, you'll never.
and then 6 points, so 18 altogether.
Ouch. He doesn't look good, but he's still in there.
Son of a...
Bad guys. The crossbow dudes are tired of ineffectually shooting Qain and being picked off by the rest of the party.
Oh, sorry, it was 20 altogether.
Did you forget to add your rage damage again?
On the offhand attack, but I still get to do that on
Yeah. All right, he's still hanging on. He's slightly worse.
Yeah.
All right, so Triss, your guy has disadvantage to shoot you, which is a good thing because he rolled a nat 20, and instead it's a 13.
Barely misses.
All right.
It's another nat 20.
Yeah, right.
So your life flashes before your eyes for a moment, but it's fine. In a parallel universe, you got hit by that.
Right.
And the other guy's shooting Mino Moreland, and he's got a 10. So I'm guessing that misses.
Flies by me, and then I look at him. I'll call you a hiss.
Tathio calling.
Yes. Underdog calling.
Ah, you got a named weapon.
Wonder Weasel call.
Oh yeah, that's Wonder Weasel.
That's its new name. Wonder Weasel crossbow.
Does the skull sort of take on a Weasley like, shape?
It does now.
Hey man, this is theater of the mind. It can look like any kind of skull. All right, and
Suck.
the dude who is getting stabbed is going to try to do some stabbing. All right, he's got Qain again with a 27,
I guess so.
and another 27.
Hey.
No crits, but you've been hit twice.
All right.
He said he was fine.
For 13 on the first
only
hit,
has-
6 on the second.
6 bolts coming out of him.
And that is bad guys. Atoya. All right, Atoya hits with a 17.
Yes.
I'll tell you.
And she has advantage.
Oh yeah, well, see if it's a crit. It ain't, but all right. And for 6 more damage, not quite enough to drop him. And Mino Moreland is next.
I'm going to turn my attention to this guy, and I'm going to try to shoot him.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
For let's see, intimidation purposes, I'm gonna bust one of my bardic inspirations for psychic blades and do an extra 2d6 psychic damage.
That's hilarious. Do it.
That's awesome.
So that's 7 points of piercing and then 9 points of psychic.
All right.
And that psychic message is, you should have gotten better henchmen.
I really should have. Well, him and his 4 hit points are dead.
So's your mother.
All right, boss guy's dead.
He was embarrassed about it.
There's 2 dudes left. Go. Well, I was gonna. Damn it.
Very nicely done, Mino
Don't do
Moreland.
calling.
Turns out all he needed was a new crossbow. The sights on the old one must have been janky. Triss.
You didn't throw it all the time.
So I'm gonna hop
Oh,
up
that is how you use a crossbow.
and run over
So
there
that's how you-
That's how
and
that
shocking grasp my claws and say to that one, "Do you really want to die tonight?"
If it's an option. Oh dear. Maybe,
I think you should put down your weapon.
I'm gonna do that. Very good. And Qain.
I look over at Triss, getting that guy to put his weapon down. Like, one's alive. Guess you lost. To the other guy.
Oh, come on, man! That's not fair!
You're just gonna punch this dude and break his neck.
Oh, man, why did it have to be Tony? He's the biggest asshole. Oh, dear.
That is
was
a
20.
17. I thought it was 2. 17.
That'll hit.
All right. So
clocks this
that's
guy with a
clock
20.
this dude for
He's dead.
10 points.
Oh, he's dead. He's very dead.
And I won't attempt to grapple. A dead man.
I got this dead body.
Looks like you should have given up sooner.
Shit. Alrighty. Well, that's that group of people. Well done, you murder machines, you.
Otoyo, we saved one for you.
Ah, delightful.
Triss did it.
Did you have any questions for him?
Oh,
We're the refugees.
no. I just thought that it'd be easy if they would surrender when their leader was dead. You can kill him if you want.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Wouldn't you have me put my weapon down if you're just gonna kill me anyway?
She's in charge.
Indeed.
Oh boy.
So, I wonder whether you have any family back in Thay? No, I'm an only child, and I'm not married.
Must be nice.
What?
He's got
Only
He's
child.
got a lot of
Oh, okay. Normally,
assholes, if you ask me.
I don't suppose you'd like to start a new life in Mir. That sounds nice.
One where you're
Great.
not dead.
Why don't you take me to where the refugees are? Yeah, right this way. Oh, my voice keeps changing.
By the way, so
This is called a fresh start. You're
do
welcome.
you want me to pack up that?
Oh, yes,
Device.
please, the telescope, if you wouldn't mind.
I'll go pack the telescope up.
And the bodies?
Yeah,
The step will handle that.
Oh.
If you wouldn't mind just dragging them to the tall grass, that should do the trick.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
they
does
fell
that-
in the tall grass.
That guy has some nice stuff on him. I
Oh,
want to see if
Yeah, that's fine.
we're gonna go check out that.
Well, if we take care of these folks, are you going to be okay with your refugees in this situation? Shall we reconvene or bid adieu for the evening?
Let's reconvene a moment. I think we should probably talk about what just happened.
I got a couple of questions.
So,
Also, my kidney's on the ground. So I'm gonna take that out.
oh, you're gonna want to. I don't even know what Xantus would do with that.
I brush it off.
Put it in milk.
Put it in mayo. Put it in the jar of mayonnaise.
Put it in the mayo jar.
This is an empty jar right now. This is my magic.
Great, it's empty.
No, put it in milk.
All right. Well.
Oh, that was amazing.
All right. So each of the flunkies, of which there were 6, has a light crossbow and a short sword, and is wearing a set of hide armor. The boss guy had a long sword, was wearing splint mail.
Ooh.
He had a heavy crossbow,
Ooh.
and he had a small money pouch in which there is 130 gold.
What are the mechanical differences between heavy and light?
The heavy one's a D10, and it has the loading property, so it's got to be.
It takes like a bonus action to load, I think, or
I
something.
think it's a little more.
It's like
Look it
it takes a round, an action to load it.
Whatever,
Unless
keep
you have
going, I got
crossbow
this.
expert.
Yeah, unless you have crossbow expert.
And they had short. What swords do they have?
Short swords.
I took Warcaster in a place with no magic.
Now, these don't have. They're not like the enumerated ones. These are not like...
These are not. These
they're not
are...
from here. They're from somewhere else.
They do not have the Hammerhand's maker's mark on them. These are clearly out-of-town weaponry.
Maybe next time.
And that was splint mail he had?
Yes. 1 set of splint, 6 sets of hide.
Was it?
Okay. And a long
If you strip your prisoner naked. And why wouldn't you?
Is this heavy ammunition, heavy loading? Loading. Other properties?
Loading comment. Loading sarcastic comment.
Oh. Wait, hold on.
You can only fire it once around, regardless of how many.
Yeah, how many attack iteratives you get.
Oh, that's all it takes.
Yeah, that's all it means, yeah. Every round you can fire a single bolt.
Gotcha.
Unless you have crossbow expert.
Unless you have crossbow expert. Which they would have had if, for some reason, what I had them do was not mechanically sound.
Usually.
So get off my back.
I'll carry that in my magical one.
Yeah. Look at you, crossbow expert.
Just sling this one. This will be this one's heavier, so it'll be harder to throw. But
It's heavy.
I'm a digging crossbow.
it's not big and crossbow.
My mining crossbow.
This is what I call the
I
money.
don't think that splint mail is going to help me anymore than
Probably not.
armored defense.
The
but-
widow
Yeah,
man.
mostly blocked with your chest muscles these days.
Wow.
I just flex off the arrows.
Oh no.
Just flex and all the arrows just pop.
Yeah, I do that. That's what I do. I'm going to second wind.
Can
Yay.
you?
Just take a minute.
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't use my.
You action surged.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I believe you used your action surge, but not your second one.
no. Yeah, I used my action surge, but I haven't used this.
So we're reconvening with her somewhere? Or are we going with her to the rebels? Or
Well,
refugees?
now that she's been ambushed once, she just kind of hangs out while you guys do
I'll
your
pack up
looting.
I'll help her pack up if she's staying.
Yeah,
sitting
she'll
out.
stay and walk over to them with you.
And Qain's probably just like over the guy, just heavily,
Yeah, just breathing heavily.
just breathing heavily,
That's creepy.
just stitching your side pack up with your kidney in it.
Just like, I need some of your hair. Stuff that in there.
How is that helpful?
I saw it in a pamphlet.
Level 19, Qain is going to have a doll made of like all bits and pieces of things that he's killed.
I just needed something to staunch the bleeding a bit.
You used his
Do you
hair.
want a bandage? I have a bandage.
I have a whole medical kit.
Oh yeah.
All right. So you guys loot the corpses, stitch yourselves up with hair or whatever it is you're doing, and
Have to make a rope.
I don't think we do.
With a tourniquet made of hair.
Boy.
Wow. That's exactly.
Should I allow that to work? Why not tell us in the comments section? An improvised tourniquet made out of hair.
No. No, not when there's dudes with clothes lying around.
Yeah, you could just.
Actual stitching.
She literally has a bandage kit. She will give you a bandage.
Oh yeah, that's probably a better idea.
There we go. All right. So this got a little out of hand. It's not normally this troublesome.
Yes.
Well, it's a good thing we were here.
You don't need to explain yourself to me.
There are a lot of people living in Thay without the options that you and I have. I'm sure that's funny if you have context. But I help them get settled in town. Now, the sheriff is not necessarily aware of the fact that I'm finding homes and occupations for these refugees. And, well, I imagine that Nadolia would be quite annoyed if she were to find out either.
Was your boyfriend helping get these people in here?
He was tacitly aware of it. We were careful never to discuss it openly.
The more I find out about this guy, I really like him.
He has that effect on people. So, these ruffians were apparently discovered that I was vulnerable to blackmail. And, well, you saw what happened after that.
Indeed we did.
Yeah.
But now that you're all complicit in this, I think that we can all agree that the sheriff and your patron don't need to know about this.
Yeah, Mino like straight up killed a guy.
We all did. Except you. Oh, no, you did.
You got one.
I just beat one up. Really
Just
fast.
punched the living heck out of one guy while missing a kidney.
Hey, that
I
was
will
my
not be
kill.
left out.
Well, I, for one, am a friend of having lots of friends, so I don't see why anyone else needs to be concerned about this situation.
Well, I'm very pleased that we can see eye to eye, and I'm happy to assist you in any way possible during your time in Mir.
Excellent. Shall we to these refugees?
Oh, do let's. It's getting rather cold.
Cool. Is it late? How late is it?
At this point, you're probably looking at about 7:30 p.m.
Oh, this night is young.
Yeah. Sam's Club isn't even popping off yet.
Yeah. You know that.
Oh, don't call it that.
We'll miss out on our derves if.
I like all the free samples they give you. You just like walk around again and get another one.
You shouldn't have
Only
called
if
him
you haven't
Sam.
done this.
Shouldn't have called it a club.
What did you learn, Nick? You can't trust us with anything.
No,
If it
no.
makes you feel better, I didn't pick up on it until you said it. I realized being like,
All right, fair enough.
but if I were to want to forge a letter from the deceased mayor, I gave her the handwriting sample I had. How well do I know his handwriting sample? At
I
this
mean,
point?
the other two letters were,
we have
well, no, the other two letters were replies.
They were.
Since you are specifically, you've been talking about this specifically for a session or two, I would imagine that you've been paying attention to it and were confident you could
Cool, yeah.
replicate it.
Sweet.
Made some notes about the
Sweet.
squigglies that he made on the G's and stuff
Great.
like that.
Very good.
Certainly a signature.
So, your prisoner leads you out to a section of the deeper grass where a whole bunch of really kind of rough-looking people, like, you know, they're dirty, their clothes are not in good condition, a lot of them are sporting a lot of scars and bruises. They are all sort of huddled together underneath the under the cover of the tall grass. They are excited to see Atoya, and she starts giving them instructions. It's like, okay, the three of you, I want you to go around this side of town. I want you to head into this house. And she seems to be handing out. Oh yeah, and each of them gets a candy.
Welcome to freedom. Here's your obligatory candy.
I don't know. This is really
I don't know where
nice.
you guys came from, but it looks pretty rough.
They came from the grass.
The people who are most keen to leave Thay and wander through the steppe for a couple of weeks are probably not the people who are doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that sounds awful.
Yeah, but she starts giving out instructions. She's got a big bag with some blankets in it. She, you know, finds the families, says, okay, you guys are going to go to this safe house. And within about another half hour or so, the crowd is dispersing and presumably off to find gainful employment in the town of Mir.
Give each of them a fistful of mayonnaise and they're on their way.
Thank goodness for the anti-magic zone. So, here's your candy and your mayo. Have a nice
Well,
day.
if I empty the mayonnaise from the jar, it's no longer magical. It's just mayonnaise, so I can put it in another jar. Say.
I think it's
We just have
swing off my
mason
brain.
jars.
We're gonna be rich.
Mason jars full of mayonnaise.
Fill these mason jars with mayo.
Gonna be mayonnaise tycoons.
Tycoons.
Mayonnaise tycoon. That's
A
the
mayonnaise
lamest-
stand in every,
now available
in every
on Steam.
township is what we want.
I'm going to take a slug off the brandy bottle and pass it to Atoya. And
I'll take another 10 gold off that.
I'm not going to sell it.
I know.
And tell her,
I just had the increment in which we measure the brandy.
in 10 golds piece of swigs. I like it. I was I was a slave once in a former life, so I appreciate what you are doing for these fine folk.
Well, not at all. There's, occasionally we find ourselves in a position to do some good, and, I like to take advantage of those chances. Gonna have to find me some new runners, though.
Oh, quite. We kind of dispatched of them, didn't we?
Well, they were going to dispatch
I don't know, maybe Mr. Yellow Cloak over there can... How'd you like to have your own company of runners? I don't know, we'll talk about it. Well, thank you very much for your assistance. Were there any other questions I could answer for you?
One, you, Yellow Cloak, go over there.
Okay.
Earmuffs.
Yeah, earmuffs, Yellow Cloak. You, I know Ilya sought out Iago once before. Do you know why?
He was very reluctant to speak of it. Okay. I suspect it had something to do with either the town or his wife.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Of course. If I can be of any further help, you know where to find me.
Oh, what did the stars mean that we were gazing at? You
Oh.
said 4 were.
It's supposed to be the number of people they brought.
Huh.
Each arrow that they shoot.
Ah.
More than 20 was for the 4.
Ah.
Gotcha.
Cool. To the
I
gambling
thought it
hall?
was shooting stars.
Me too.
Me too. And I was looking at him.
They were traveling the wrong direction for shooting stars. They were coming from the ground up.
Oh, yes.
Well, my bow does that now.
Yeah, that's awesome. When there's magic around, it does.
Well, yes.
No magic here. All right, Sam's Club.
Maybe we should have dinner first.
I assume we can eat at the gambling place.
Maybe.
They'll just like bring us some chicken wings or something.
We'll find out.
Maybe some mozzarella sticks. You know.
We got poppers coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Alrighty, off to Sam's Club it is then.
Well then, off we go.
Did we get a name of that place? Did he tell us what it was called? You might have said it at one point.
You marked it on the map.
Yes.
But not the name.
I don't remember.
I don't think I gave it a proper name. It's going to be forever Sam's Club now, so I don't know why I would bother at this point.
Yes.
But, yes, there is a crook in the wall, what leads to a hollow space. There is a little bit of a what looks like a wooden door that's kind of set into one area of the hollowed out walls. And it looks like there's a sliding panel on it that could open or close.
Wait. How much money did we bring with us?
It's a good time to figure
Gave it
that
out
out.
last time. If you didn't count, I don't know.
Oh, she's not you.
A heavily cloaked face kind of peers out. Looks like it takes stock of you. Closes it, and door opens.
Thank you.
All right, so
Money.
indeed, we should know very, very accurately how much money you have at your disposal.
I have mine written down.
Excellent.
Yeah, I handed it out last time. I wrote it down. You should have about 300 gold.
From that?
Not from that.
Total.
That's what we doled out to
So I should
everybody.
add that to what I have on my character sheet.
I don't. Unless it's around 300.
It's 162.
So probably not then.
So probably what? Don't just add it?
So probably yes, add it.
Yeah, okay. So
If it's less than 300, I can't imagine you've spent a lot of money. There hasn't
No.
really been much.
No, we
to
haven't
it.
done it. Yeah, we've been in a dungeon and we.
Yeah, you guys haven't really.
Right into
I
crime
have-
area.
Yeah, you guys.
We have
You had
100
breakfast made for you this
I
morning.
have 622. I got
have-
paid from Smank and a bunch of other stuff.
I have
So
462.
I have another 130.
No, you're just
Where's
knocking
your
it.
300?
That's cool.
I'll put it in the group. I'd put it in the hole, but we don't have access to the hole. I've just got another bag of money. If you need more, come get it.
That is not
If we
thing to
get-
say to me.
All right. So
You don't know that yet.
the hollow space inside the walls. It is a sort of skinny den, but it's a fairly long one. There are lots of card tables set up. There are probably a couple of dozen people in here. Most of them are like, wearing heavy cloaks and like trying not to be seen.
Is
But
it quiet in here? Is there any music
fairly
going on?
quiet, yeah. There's not a lot of there's not any music being played. There is, however, a small stage set up on the far corner of it. So like the very end of the rectangle.
Well, I believe I know where I'll be.
Everyone, your worries are over. We brought a bard.
Well, now, I thought I might have missed you. Folks didn't come in yesterday.
Who the f said that?
Unfortunately,
There's a good old Sam
No!
standing over behind the bar working some glasses.
I love your place. Your club is great.
I've set up in worse places.
Yes.
I'm gonna guess your clientele come from both sides of this town.
Well, I ain't one for asking too many questions, but yeah, I'll find that Vice is the great peacemaker when it comes to these sorts of things.
In a town so polarized, it is nice to see folks putting their differences aside for a good time.
Indeed. It doesn't matter exactly what dirt you grow up on. We all enjoy a good game of chance and a nice refreshing beverage. Speaking of which, don't suppose I could get you fine folks anything. I believe I owe you a drink.
Oh, sure. What you got?
Well, now, I ain't got my top shelf stuff, at least not in quantities big enough to sell. But I got the local brew here. It turns out the folks make a mighty fine moonshine out of these here licorice plants.
Licorice plants.
Yeah, tastes awfully weird, but you feel it quite quickly.
Interesting.
Let's get licorice drunk.
All right, folks, happy to start you out. Hands you each a
Jaeger bombs.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, a great big glass of a vibrant brew that looks like Everclear and smells like somebody set a pack of red vines on fire.
Sambuca.
All right,
We're at a Sambuca bar.
Stop it.
into it. Let's
Well.
get drunk and play some cards.
All right.
No.
Cheers, fellas.
Yep. Clink.
Clink, clink.
Is it a drink or is it a shot?
It's a drink. It's a real, honest to goodness, like.
Oh yeah, sipping then.
And a little goes a long way. You are feeling it quickly.
Okay.
So what's like the emotional mood in this place that I've...
Just for point of order, Qain, you did not drink yours. Is that right?
No.
Duly noted.
What's like the mood that I can suss out of this place?
It's clandestine, but people are enjoying it.
Still
yeah.
having a good time, but still
Yeah.
kind of somber a little bit?
Not really somber.
Okay.
It's like almost tentative. Like these people don't really get this kind of vice in town.
They're waiting for it to pop off, man.
But yeah, it seems like the word's already gotten fairly well around if there's like a couple dozen people here.
Well, this is certainly wetting my whistle, if you will.
It'll do that for you.
Would you mind if I took my place on the stage?
I'll be my guest. Want to regale our fine patrons with a little bit of performance? Far be it from me to stop you.
Well, it certainly seems that they're very
This party's
focused.
dead, man.
Well, they're very focused on their games, and we'll see what
Well, now,
goes.
we can't be getting any noise complaints, but
Oh, absolutely not.
something tells me that you're a little more of the articulate sort of
I
performance.
certainly will, yes.
Well,
I
please
can read
feel
a
free.
room and they want to play their games and focus on their cards, so an instrumental ballad.
Sounds right fine to me.
And I will take out my zither and make myself on the stage. Maybe get a stool. Of some
Turn
sort.
down for what?
I'm sure that exists. Bardcore.
Bardcore.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
I'll take another swig, yeah, and just start kind of reading the room of emotion and like slowly escalating it as
Yeah,
as
just
the
try
night
to get the
goes.
fun happening.
Yep, but
All right.
slow, but very subtle
So-
and slow.
Yeah, let's do this. So that's basically what you're going to be doing for the next little bit.
I put a tip jar out.
Awesome. Triss, what would you like to do while you're here?
One more time, Qain.
I would like to draw a picture of the plague mask dude before I get too drunk, since we talked about that off camera.
There you go.
Looking at, this is why it's good to play this game with friends. I would like to have a conversation with Sam about the sheriff, and then I would like to play a bunch of cards.
Fair
I
enough.
swear, man, this is exactly how it looked. I swear.
Well, that's what I mean, like before I get too drunk. Like just,
Yeah, before you get too drunk.
just to like so I
Is that
can
an elephant?
when people
What in the world is that?
everyone's a critic.
All right, so why don't we call that a dexterity check? Yeah, let's just make a dexterity check to draw something really cool.
Yeah, I mean dexterity, sleight of hand, like you tell me.
Let's do dexterity.
Great.
You're not drunk yet.
9.
9. All right, well, you get a passable likeness.
Yeah.
Like the most distinctive features.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to have this in case someone finds something that I can show one of the other researchers. Like,
Yeah, I was like, hey, does it look like this?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Have you seen this man?
Yeah, exactly. And then I'd like to ask
Fucking
Sam.
ways. Asking me in the bar.
Now we have not encountered the good sheriff yet. Now I'm curious if you've had any run-ins with him. I assume there is some blind eye being turned and
Well, now, good old. Well, I made every attempt to do it. I think your accent's rubbing off on me.
No, you're good. You're good.
You see,
It has a tendency to do that.
yeah, no, mostly, a coin in the right pocket will usually let this place run for a little while I'm in town. But I've found that good old Dorgan Shatterhelm is a little bit of a stickler about this sort of thing. His sister Barb, on the other hand.
Barb Shadowham?
Barb Shatterhelm. I made her acquaintance and, well, we hit it off. She's arranged for a gap in the patrols tonight. Long as we keep it to a dull roar.
And if we were to want to find Bob,
Next to ignition, hot and fresh off the kitchen.
how might we go about doing this? Well,
Well, I can mark out where his residence is. She lives with him.
okay.
So getting a private consultation with her might require a little finagling, but you seem like a clever person.
Well,
I'm
I
sure you
imagine
can-
he's very busy during the day.
Oh, he keeps himself ever so busy. Detail-oriented.
I'm sure. Well, thank you so much for your information. I'm gonna go take all these people's money.
Well, you have a right fine time, and welcome to the club. So, we'll have you roll for that shortly. We'll have you roll for performance. Qain, what are you gonna do?
I have a question
for
about
your
that
first
too,
little bit?
but do Qain first.
I think I would like to maybe. I would like to look like I am, nursing a drink and just sort of like lost in my cups,
Tonic and lime.
but staying.
Kinda leaning on
casing
that
into the
haunted one.
joint. Yeah, like just like keeping an, like a
Like-
clear eye. On
Yeah, like paying close attention to.
Yeah,
to-
without being noticed, I guess. That's sort of what I'm just sort of posted up at a table and just keeping an eye on everybody, and
Okay, fair enough.
but trying
So-
to seem like I'm just sort of.
So, yes, we will see the outcomes of these in order. So, let's start with Mino. We'll go to Triss's gambling, and then we'll circle back to Qain's lurking.
Can I tell at all
Edgelording.
while doing my performance? Could I slip past a bardic inspiration to Triss for gambling?
Oh, you are almost positive you could do that.
Sweet.
Dope.
Yes, it's.
Because while I do that, I'm going to keep an eye on her and her table, and like when I see Big Pot kind of coming in, like give her a little extra bardic music over on that side.
Okay, so let's have you roll your performance. Let's see how that goes.
From the windows
You'll
to
get-
walls, this man come down your clothes.
No, you can do the inspiration regardless, but let's see how good a performance you draw.
Lightning comes down your
The lightning on your clothes.
This one's for a certain cat creature over there. To the window! Let's see. Performance.
Amazing.
You guys.
You guys.
Is that right?
Is it really high?
Probably. It's
I mean,
expertise.
it's a 6, and I'm pretty sure I have expertise in it. So I think I get plus 12.
No, it would be
No, it's
'cause
just
my
it's half
perception-
your proficiency. It's double
double
your
your
proficiency.
bonus.
Plus your charisma modifier.
Plus 4 plus your.
Oh, so it's plus 2.
Yeah, it's your proficiency bonus that gets.
Yeah, that gets
Yeah, they don't
doubled.
just double the whole thing. It's
Right. 21.
21. Very solid. Yeah, you not only do you
Again. Yeah.
manage to ride the mood pretty well and get the party going a little bit
Just a little bit more.
a little bit better. You also make some decent tips. I'm gonna roll some dice here about it.
just put it in the zither case.
In the zither case. Yep, by the time it's all said and done, you've made yourself a cool 29 gold
Yeah, buddy.
and 1 electrum.
Electrum
I
has
think
entered
that
the
person,
game.
and if he wants a song, if there's a specific song, I'll do it for him.
That's hilarious.
Can you do zombie?
zombie?
I'll do my best.
All right. Triss, let's see how your tables are running.
Yeah,
What
drawing on.
if Torm was one of us?
No, don't bring the mood down. I would like to sit down. So I would like at every whatever
Sarah
table
McLachlan.
has a spare deck of cards that isn't being used. I would like to sit down and just start like sleight of hand, street magic, shuffling, like drawing on those things.
Yeah, let's make this a
And-
skill check. So
Are there like dealers in this place, or
mostly it seems like people make, people
you're-
doing independent games.
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
seem like Sam has employees.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and then I'm just
So-
gonna sit down and
Awesome.
start gambling.
All right. So since we're doing
What's your
with a
game?
more prestidigitational approach here,
Yeah.
let's call this a sleight of hand roll, and you are free to use your inspiration if you, your bardic inspiration if you so choose.
could she feel that?
We'll say yes.
Okay, fair enough. Because I wanted to do it very,
Yeah, no, I mean, I would like to use it when it's like
No, that's
at
fair.
a poignant moment for. So, like, I
sounds
guess
like
how many
generic.
checks will be made through the course of the evening? I would like to use the inspiration at like a, when there's a lot on the line.
Okay, fair enough. So we'll say
tell
over
me.
a few rounds, give me 3 checks.
Okay.
And check number 2 is probably when it'll be the most hopping.
All right, cool. So yeah, sleight of. So the first one was a 12. The second one. Nice. It's a D6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Was 25.
Very nice.
And then I should have walked away at the 25. The last one was an 8. And that is gambling in a nutshell.
Yeah, gambling in a nutshell, right? But
Feeling
all right,
good after
so
the 25.
Yeah.
After before we get to other beats and when other things happen.
Once.
Yeah, no, you're
Even with the losses that you take in the final round, you're still banking 159 gold.
sweet.
You are, and out of a rotation of day laborers, you are cleaning up in round 2, especially.
What was your highest count? Just so we're clear.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have
You were up like 500.
probably.
Lost it all.
Probably.
If anyone has a gambling problem, it's me.
In real life.
In real life.
Sweet.
What?
Huh?
And Qain, let's see how your night is going.
I think if I can gather information about like these people, I don't know, investigation check, but also like, is it deception too? Because I'm trying to like put on a.
No,
can
you
do
really,
thing that I'm
you
not
really are
looking.
shady.
No, yeah,
Or is it
you're
a
quite shady.
performance?
Yeah, you tell me what I should.
Why don't you give me investigation,
All right.
and I'll tell you what you get.
Hey.
Nice. That's a 24.
That's pretty darn good. All right.
Good job.
So you do overhear some rumors. So once again, you're just kind of listening to random stretches of conversation. You manage to learn a couple of things. Some of the people that you're talking to are employed by Dorgan Shatterhelm. Quite a few, actually. He seems to run a lot of the local business.
Okay.
A lot of them have friends or family who work in the iron mines, and they haven't seen them for a few days.
That's probably fine.
No, since you got a 24, you cleared it. What's happening, apparently, is that the miners were striking for better wages and living conditions. And in response, Mr. Shatterhelm closed the mines down and locked everybody inside.
What?
Wow.
This is a bit disturbing.
It's a tactic that he's used before.
Oh.
Typically, he'll shut a mine down for a few days, let everybody blow off some steam, and any damage that gets done is paid for out of their wages when the strike collapses. There's food in there, but they don't get any more until they come to an agreement.
So they're like, they're not dead. They're just going to be really
Well, yeah.
starved.
He basically says, all right, basically there is one door he can close and seal that will keep the whole mines locked down. And he closed it a few days ago.
This guy is just the worst.
I know. That's where we got his sister.
Bob.
You also overhear rumors that some people got messed up by a gang of out-of-towners the other night. Apparently they blew up a tower.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, and apparently ash has been raining down on the town for all day since that happened.
Ash? Oh,
Yeah.
like from the fire of the tower?
Yeah, from the tower that caught fire.
Is that true?
Yeah, you got a wild surge and blew
No,
up.
I meant the ash raining down. I remember what happened.
Oh yeah, fair enough. No, yeah, there was apparently that fire didn't go out as quickly as you thought it should.
Ooh.
It didn't. It didn't end up burning down anything but the tower, but apparently folks have been complaining about the air quality since that happened.
Yeah, we gotta wait for that index to come back up.
Damn formulas, I tell you what.
Splendid.
And there's a bunch of people talking about how completely screwed the town is now that young Vlad is in control.
Is anybody part of that human chess match here?
You're pretty sure that one guy doesn't directly allude to it, but you're pretty sure that he must have been, based on how angry he is about young Vlad being in charge.
Is that the forgery we make? The line of secession? Name a better ruler?
More towards behind you, ruler.
Barb has been named the Supreme Ruler.
Barb Shatterhelm will be regent.
I don't know about that, but I mean, just in general, like, I was trying to think of a good idea. Like,
Yeah.
clearly, we cannot leave this kid in charge, but
I mean, we just need some.
Just thought.
We just need some mayor letterhead and.
Mayo? We got Mayo.
oh,
And give me an insight check while you're at it.
Yep. Oops. That's a 6.
That's a 6. All right, everything is going perfectly fine, and you're not being watched by anyone.
Yep.
So you're somewhat surprised when the bartender, good old Sam, slides on up to you with another glass for you.
Thank you.
Of course, one veteran to another.
Oh.
I didn't know you worked on pets.
Yeah. Very good with dogs and cows.
And that speaks apparently.
That speaks.
Son, you look like you got your bell rang like it's Sunday.
Once or twice.
I'm gonna
yeah.
go ahead and assume you don't remember me.
Oh.
Do I know him? Or not?
You don't think you recognize the guy?
Okay.
Am I able to perceive
I don't,
this conversation?
Well, you see him chatting him up,
Yeah.
but you know it doesn't look off kilter to you
Okay.
at all.
I don't think I do. Sam.
No. Well, I gotta tell you, well, I wouldn't say we go way back, but we are acquainted. I used to be quartermaster when you were serving in a very particular campaign with those there burnt banners. That ring any bells?
That does, right? Like that.
Yeah, that phrase just kind of that hits you like like you drank the licorice moonshine.
Yeah.
You just like spit take.
I forgot about. Yeah. That was. Where was that?
Oh, well, buddy, if you don't remember, I ain't gonna remind you. It wasn't exactly a nice campaign. Matter of fact, you seem pretty bound and determined that you was gonna get out of it.
I can't imagine it would be a nice place to want to stay. Just like hello, darkness, my old friends. Playing in the background a little bit.
Oh, come on, quit bringing the room down. At least play it mariachi style.
What? I guess I got out.
Oh, you did. Well, your old buddy Sam made some arrangements for you. And also made some arrangements for you to receive a bit of a stipend when you wound up back, wherever it was you were escaping to.
Oh. Well, I appreciate the loan.
Oh, you're very welcome. Now, since you seem to be the forgetful sort, he pulls out a roll of vellum. I don't suppose that's your signature there?
I assume it is.
It looks a lot like yours, yeah.
Nope.
And you pay attention to that particular section that talks about the interest rate.
That's a bit hefty.
Oh, well, you seem to think it was pretty fair at the time.
I presume I didn't have much of a choice.
Well, people don't end up fighting in the places you were fighting if they do. But, I understand that some things go awry. So if you were to, if you could pony up the 500 gold pieces I sent to you right now, we could just call this debt square.
Well, I happen to have a bit,
Oh, no, son. I mean the exact gold pieces that I gave you.
yeah,
They was from my own special mint.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
about that.
Great.
I don't. So there's this guy named Smink, and
Gambling debts.
well, I kind of got into a fighting ring, and it was rigged, and then they ran off with the money.
Oh, son. Now, so those specific gold pieces are done like dinner, as people are wont to say.
I think I might know a lady with a key who has a good idea of where to find them.
Well, now, it's interesting you should mention that. I don't suppose that you'd be open to settling your debt with something other than hard currency. Now, if you do the math here, if you was to pay me back in liquid assets tonight, that total would be about 3,000. Now, we could settle that up that way, but I might be persuaded to take an alternate percentage, or, well, an alternate payment.
I won't kill my best friend.
I ain't...
Triss out of it.
Aw, where's Kevin?
I like your friend quite a lot, actually. I think she adds a lot to the ambiance. Both your friends do.
This would have to do with...
Darcel Jones.
Yeah, right, yeah. I won't kill my best friend Darcel Jones and Plan Jaguar.
I'm gonna have to remember to put those in post.
I suppose you've got another
keep forgetting
task
we're
in
in chapter
mind.
Well, I wouldn't call it a task. I deal in tangible things. I am a traveling merchant, after all. Far and wide. I'm interested in some, let's see here.
Mayonnaise.
Well,
Wink.
I ain't one for mayonnaise, but I suppose I could take trail rations, things what would keep for a good long while.
What?
You could be persuaded to part with all your trail rations. I might call it settled. I am interested in that key you mentioned as well.
I don't have that.
Oh, well, why bring it up? You lose that gambling too? You got a problem, son.
I guess
Well, there were some kobolds and
kobolds and
Mr.
I understand. I'm a betting man myself.
yeah,
Mr. Hot Cheese.
I mean, is he asking me to is he asking for the town's rations, like access to the?
No, like just your
Like,
personal
just what I
trail
have-
rations.
I know. I mean, I have like some beef jerky. Like, okay. I mean, I have like several,
20
like
days
20
worth.
pounds of food or something.
Yeah, how much have you got?
I have 10 rations, which is 20 pounds of food.
10 rations, 20 pounds of food.
Plus, I have.
Well,
Yeah, I think that's about.
only 10 days worth, though.
Yeah, 10 days.
Tell you what, if you can get me up to 20, maybe talk to your friends. We'll call it settled.
I don't think for any good reasons.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys have rations, right?
Ding, ding, ding. I have 20 apparently.
Oh, you bought a lot. All right, great. Yeah, let me go. Let me see what I can do. Thanks for the drink. I leave it. Mino, hey, Mino,
What?
stop playing. Stop. I need to ask you something. Take a break.
Right in the middle.
Yeah, the bridge. Great. No, just like take 5 or something. I have to talk. I'm talking to my friend.
You're making a scene.
We have to
By
talk
the
about
way,
beef jerky.
Triss, it's pretty obvious to you with your hustler senses that your buddy Qain's getting an angle worked on him right now.
Yeah.
Can I roll a performance check to settle the room with
Sure,
this
sure, go for it.
before I end my set?
Well, my
Great.
insight check of 6 does not realize I'm being taken.
My performance of 2, though, I'm gonna get some booze.
Yeah, you definitely do not
that's a 10.
smooth
Where's your backpack?
do not smooth things over at all.
That's a
Where's your backpack? I'll get it myself.
fine. What do you need out of my backpack?
Beef jerky. 20 pounds of it.
Now?
Yes.
Do they not have enough peanuts on the bar?
I said we should get dinner.
Sam, did he eat all your pretzels?
No, it's for him.
Oh, dear Lord.
All right, I go
Fine. Take the
Mino's
jerky.
bag.
Take the jerky.
Find Mino's bag.
And I take all the rations out of it.
I mean, I
all the
took all your
rations.
gold, so I guess
What's
this
that?
is.
I'd like to roll
Listen,
my
this is you owe me
Sure,
this.
go ahead and roll
for
it.
the 500 gold you lost.
Natural 20.
Oh, well, in that case,
My insight. I'm real curious about Sam. But
Sam
you
You're
is
just like.
Sam seems like he knows Qain. You're not sure exactly how, but you get the feeling this is not the first time Sam has hustled him. And he looks like he's right in the middle of hitting his mark right now.
Why does he want all these rations?
I don't know. It's better than the 500 gold pieces I don't have.
What? That gold?
Yeah,
piece?
the 500 gold pieces you lost.
We'll just give him 500 more.
I tried. He said he wanted beef jerky.
Am I
Makes
actively?
0 sense.
Where am I in this game?
So this would be around the tail end of your losing round at this point.
All right. So at that point, I would like to pack up and go make my way over there and find out what's going on.
Oh,
Listen, Darcel, I'm working an angle.
are you now?
That's a very subtle angle. I
Paying off the debt
applaud
with
your
beef
statecraft.
Apparently.
Okay, would you
I
do
owe
this?
him-
Would you? I know you're.
I would like to be fully apprised of what is going on here.
Okay.
Oh, well, you and your friend and I were just settling the matter of an unresolved debt.
An unresolved debt, you say?
Indeed. All fine and proper on the books, of course, but...
Oh, these books. May I see these books?
Oh, of course, here you are.
I speak legalese. I would like to read this contract and find
It's-
out exactly.
Airtight.
Okay.
This is the best written contract you have ever seen in your life.
In that case, I want to learn from this contract.
I can provide you a copy if you like.
Interesting. So, like, what
So
all
if we
does it
ever want a wish spell,
say?
we're coming to Sam.
Basically, that Qain is on the hook for services rendered and an advance stipend of 500 gold. He is obligated to pay it back at an absurd interest rate unless he can furnish those exact gold pieces back to Sam. If you were to math it out, it's just shy of 3 grand to pay the debt outright with money.
Sure.
And there's a provision that says that at both parties' discretion, they can agree on an alternate payment.
Gotcha.
So if my math is correct here,
Jerky.
this has turned into 3,000 gold.
Yes.
Yet he wants beef jerky.
And that's what I'm confused about.
Well, I do a lot of traveling. I have a good use for food that don't spoil.
But clearly 3,000 gold can pay for quite more than 20 rations.
Well, clearly he is not good for 3,000 gold.
I ain't gonna get paid anything if I don't get something out of them.
Now that is fair. Fascinating.
So I had half of it up front. I'm borrowing the other half from Mino. I'm gonna give him these fruit, nuts, and beef jerkies, and hardtack. To the tune of 40 pounds of food.
I would like to, while I am sitting here, no, that all sounds on the up and up, but I would like to make some sort of Arcana check, just because.
We're making out like bandits. I don't know what you guys are so worried
this
about.
doesn't seem.
This is like 2.5 weeks of food, and I'm off scot-free.
Are you though?
According to my 6 insight check, yes.
And that's what I want to know, if he's actually off scot-free, or
You're
if
reading
there's
the
some
contract?
creature that.
You're pretty.
Dobby, are we giving Dobby socks? That's what I want to know.
You are pretty sure. Well, I mean, it's not clear that would be evident from reading a contract.
Right.
You can't account for things outside what's on the paper.
True.
However,
This turns into a deal.
it does seem to you that if he and Sam both agreed on an alternate settlement of the contract,
That's
Yeah.
viable.
Qain would be free and clear.
All right.
There's also some pretty interesting warnings about not dying while the debt is unsettled.
Oh, now that's a fascinating clause you've got.
Oh, standard practice in the circles I run with.
Which, that's a whole other conversation that I might want to have with you someday.
Here's the thing. I kind of owe him. He helped me get out of a bad situation, apparently. And
You're blinking a lot.
I know it's the helicopter noise. I can't. But I mean, if this is a way to get me,
Okay.
this is the beginning of a real
Well, now,
start.
new start could be worth quite a lot. Quite a lot of hardtack.
40 pounds of it.
Quite a good amount. That'd keep me fed for a good long journey.
Man. Can I have your beef jerky or not?
Yes, but I'm not happy about it.
I mean, I'll give you 5 of mine if you want 5 of his.
All right.
No, we'll pay the debt, but it's gonna come back and bite us later.
I'm sure that is not ever going to happen. It's a
All right.
sack of food.
40 pounds of trail rations. All right. Trail mix. Could be. Who knows?
Threw some
Good old
M&Ms
peanuts
in
and
there,
raisins.
just in case.
Yeah, so if you've contributed toward the getting Qain out of debt jail fund, just make sure to mark off the appropriate amount of trail rations.
I see nothing bad ever occurring from this transaction.
Hey, mighty pleased to do business with you. And I'm sure you'll enjoy yourself more in the club without that little cloud hanging over our relationship.
Back to
The
my
one I was
set.
made aware of 10 minutes ago. Yes, absolutely.
Well, you know how it is. You're in debt, you can always kind of feel it.
You know, it is weird. I do. I did. I didn't even know it at the time, but I did. And now okay.
Son, you and I are going to have a long, fruitful relationship. You are welcome back at this club anytime you like.
You say you're a traveling man. Do you set up... If we are to find... Should we cross paths again, how will we know an establishment is yours?
Well, I might suppose I could give you a heads up about it. We happen to find ourselves in the same locale.
Excellent.
I'm fixing to stay here a while.
Okay.
So, hey, if you folks are too, you make sure to avail yourselves of the pleasures of Sam's Club anytime you please.
Are you open to franchising?
Do we have membership cards?
Yeah, is there a card or something we could use to
Oh, now that's just evidence. You'll notice you didn't have to show anything at the door. They know to let you in.
Walking away,
That's
I
the
rolled
golden.
a 17 for my Arcana. Based on his comment about the circles he travels in and
Who would
that
ever need
clause,
700 pickles? That's what I just don't understand.
and contracts. I'm just curious. Like, this is all very strange.
Yeah, you think there might be a little more to Sam than he's letting on. Perhaps a little.
In the Arcana?
In the Arcana department, yeah, you're starting to catch a whiff of the old brimstone about the guy.
Yeah. Well, he has all those guns too. It's a good way to hide the smell of brimstone.
He's a genius.
One of the many uses of good old Bethany.
Ah, right. Your weapon.
But there's another
Indeed.
one. There's a,
Kind of twirls it.
there's a twin one somewhere.
Somewhere. You ever fixing to sell that key, you come back and say hi to your old pal Sam.
I will.
Interesting.
He was also really interested in our key.
What key?
The one that said Mexican food.
Yeah, that'll make sense one day, maybe.
I thought about just using it when we were in the dungeon and just piecing out. And just being like,
Yeah, fuck this place.
oh, I ain't no hero.
Sofritas.
Yeah.
More sorbets, please.
Well, I'm good. Should we go sleep it off and see who dies tonight?
Indeed. I'm anxious to get to that part.
Yeah, we have no idea that that's
I
happening.
would like to end on a
None
high
of
note.
us.
Yeah.
Like final set. Can I roll?
Give it a roll.
Because my 2 was.
You got what you got as far as gold, but give me a roll.
Yeah, that's fine. But I wanted to end on a higher set than that. 15.
15. Good solid set. You play the
Okay.
people out. It's about, probably about 1 or 2 in the morning by
Play
this
me out,
point.
Mino.
How many folks are in the bar at the moment?
Well, people have been coming and going. By
just
the
right now.
by the time you guys are packing up for the night, there's probably about a dozen people. It's thinned out a bit.
And what would it take to buy a round for everybody? How much would that cost?
Let's see, a dozen people, local brew, not top shelf. 15 gold should do it.
Cool. So I'll buy a round for everybody.
Hey, 3 cheers for the cat.
Yeah. It's
Hit
good.
that meow.
It's good to
Oh, we're
see.
gonna do that cheer every time now.
It's good to see y'all crossing the party lines to have a good time. Y'all have a good night.
Party!
Okay, one more hip hip, but leave it blank. Hip hip.
Yep, I see what you're doing.
I was there.
I'm with you. All right. Make sure to do that one in post, Tony.
Oh, I will.
Thank you. Thank you for all the editing you do.
Yay.
All right,
3 months from
folks. Are we ready to call that a night?
Night 2.
Night 2.
God,
Big day.
big day.
Yes, so much. You guys made a lot of progress today. Good job with that.
We
It
gonna go
was
free,
nice knowing you guys.
we gonna go free the miners tomorrow?
Let's.
That's a whole other story that we need to wrap up.
That's a whole bit of nasty
we gotta
stuff,
start,
isn't it?
like, wrapping things up. We
All
gotta start,
right.
like, figuring out what we're doing. Solving a murder mystery, saving a bunch of miners.
I guess, yeah, we only
Not
have
like
time for
kids,
so much.
but like,
Yeah, right?
miners, people in a
Let the kids die. We get it.
Alrighty,
An army of
folks.
children hand grenades. I don't know why.
I gave them one alchemist fire.
starting-
Yeah, you give one child a hand grenade and people don't let you live it down.
One
If you
child.
give a mouse a cookie,
Then they'll come asking for more cookies.
will
Dude, it's so
ask
funny.
for
I'd
milk.
never heard of that until possibly 2 months ago, and
Really?
I've heard it like 4 times since then.
Crazy.
one of those weird things.
Alrighty, folks.
So if we're in, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I was in Paris.
Continue
During our
processing your day, and
wanna do
we will
songs.
get to some fun stuff in a moment.
Kane's in bed, so now it's Ben just fretting.
Yeah, you find Nadolia still up. It looks like polishing everything in the temple.
Oh yeah, the dude's coming. Do you know this person? Will it like be someone you have?
I have no idea who it is. I just know they can ruin my life if they see something they don't like here.
You know her? You know her? Lovely news lady.
Alrighty.
All right. We have no inclination other than Triss had a bad dream last night. We don't know anything else is going on.
Like the whole peril thing, like is that more or less meta?
Yeah, that's out of game. Like
Okay.
that's.
Oh, it'll become very, very in-game shortly.
But for now,
for now.
our characters have no idea.
So why don't we start with the folks who are in peril? Let's start
Look at you.
with that poor butcher boy,
Oh yeah.
Anatoly. He's doing wonderful things, isn't he?
The Ayatollah.
Who would like to call high or low?
Hi.
All right.
It's on Triss's head.
Triss, you've been brave. Everyone uses high tonight.
Ooh, damn.
It's on Triss's head.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know. I thought it was gonna be every other, but there you go.
Anatoly is no worse off.
But still in there.
Kevin
Oh no. Is dead.
It was Quentin.
Kevin
I can't take it.
is fine.
Fine?
Qain Greyspire.
I was told not to die.
No, you
settled
settled
it.
it. You settled it.
I think
So now you can die.
Yeah, now you can die free.
Now I should mention.
Oh no!
I should mention some things.
Yes.
Your peril is not static. It can be altered by certain actions. Your probabilities can change.
Awesome.
Qain, if you have a 96 or better, your peril will not deepen.
Great.
You have made a lot of choices today.
I have.
Oh god.
Qain, your peril is deepening. We'll get to what that means in a bit. However, let's also be clear is that a good
Is that a
Good
good deepening or
percentage
bad?
of you are still
deepening
susceptible.
Now if there's like a set
And
of
a
new,
DM
new
says
rolls
there
to
is.
see.
Let's move on to the others. Triss
We've made
does not have to roll.
What?
Mino Moreland
Boom, because I speak for the weasels.
Weasel Lorax.
Mino Moreland,
Oh boy.
you are in peril.
Woof. What did I do?
Let's see.
Not Mr. Watley.
Let's start on the Thavian side of town. Dr. Zaius, Dr. Xantus.
Dr. Zayas,
Dr.
Dr. Zayas.
Zayas. Rock me, Dr. Zayas.
Xantus is fine.
Okay.
We have an ally that's not in peril at the moment. Good.
Ruben
The more I talk to that guy, the more I don't like him.
He's a necromancer. You're gonna hold it against him.
is fine.
Feels at home, Ruben.
It's fine.
Otoya
Oh, Stargazer.
is fine.
All these fans.
I'm super curious why I'm
Nadolia
Roll. I'm sorry.
is fine.
No, but I mean like
Nadolia's fine.
percentages
Okay.
change.
Nadolia is fine.
Right.
Because you didn't have to roll.
Young Vlad
Yes.
is fine.
Dang it.
Awesome. We're rooting for a boy to be in peril.
He's a douchebag.
He is terrible.
Everyone thinks so.
Everybody seems to think so. Let me check my list.
He's
Let's
the one
see
that's gonna
who
save
else
us all.
is at risk tonight. Ah, yes. Nope, he's not been imperiled yet. Nastinka.
Oh, she was the good food lady, right?
She and
She
the
was
good
the food
food
lady.
are fine.
Oh, good. Breakfast on me tomorrow, gang.
If we wake up.
Sam
Sam.
is fine.
Because Sam is a devil.
I'm pretty sure he's something bad.
That's rude.
He's like a djinn or something.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So, everybody but Qain is doing great.
And me. Well, I'm in.
Well, you're in some degree of peril.
I was
not as much
I
peril as
didn't
Qain is in.
What? Okay.
So, Hey, this is your second day of being in peril.
Yeah.
Things didn't go your way, buddy.
Nope.
You're gonna wake up tomorrow feeling
Hungover.
funny.
I feel funny.
I told you shouldn't drink all those shots.
Qain,
So many Jaeger bombs.
for the next day, for all of day 3, you will suffer from the poisoned condition.
Wow. Alright.
Your skin is terribly itchy
Oh, great.
and very dry.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Got some back teeth.
All right. So we've had our fun little who's in peril and who's not roll.
That was great.
We have one more to make
There's a D6.
with a d6. You don't know exactly how many chokeholds you're in right now, but
Collectively?
oh yes,
Just
Well,
making
Qain
sure.
should know.
collectively.
He's the master of choke.
But one of them is going to tighten.
Great.
Okay. I'm really glad we're playing this game.
Oh, that's so wonderfully appropriate.
Yes.
The dice tell
The
the
dice
best
tell the
stories.
best
yeah.
stories.
Dice tell stories and I hate them.
Oh, right.
I don't know why.
So,
I think it's me.
by the time you wake tomorrow, word has gotten through town that grain storage has been largely wiped out. The town suddenly finds itself with a shortage of food.
Sure wish we had those rations.
And the word gets out to the merchants. When you wake tomorrow, food prices will have risen 20-fold.
Jesus Christ.
I have 15 rations. How many rations do you have?
5 now.
So we have 20
I
rations.
have none.
We have 20 rations.
Well,
So,
we have 6
the
days.
availability of food is a factor. Speaking of which, who eats tonight?
As in before we went to bed?
As in before you went to bed.
Yeah, I would have eaten.
Probably.
Fair enough. So,
I
go
thought
ahead and,
probably did, but yeah.
since we are using the lifestyle rules, a 20-fold increase would mean,
40 gold a day?
yep, if you would like to eat tonight, you're gonna mark 40 gold out of your pocket.
Jeez. All right.
Come again.
Later.
Yeah. All right.
And on that cheery note, that's all our time for this week.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what happens on day 3. I have a fantastic feeling about it.
This is
Dude,
terrible.
I feel bad I took all those people's monies now.
Well, you know, you ain't no hero, are you?
I'm not. And I also didn't know this was going to happen.
I
so.
well, you know, how can you plan for it? How can you plan for it? So, with that somber note, we're going to go ahead and peace out for a week. We will see you next week with another gameplay video. We are PeakD&D. Do the YouTube things. Thank you very much for joining us.